carefully the ornament.
Okay, today is Thursday the 21st of October. Last week's training was pretty good, I was pretty happy with that. I did a short recovery interval session and a short recovery hill session. This week so far what I've done is I walked on Monday, swam on Tuesday, rested yesterday, and today I'm on the canal heading towards Melksham. I'm going to try and do a tempo run. Not feeling great, I know I keep saying this, I'm not feeling great. Legs feel very stiff, very heavy, and my stomach's feeling a bit strange. I've just done almost 2 mile warm up, and I'm going to do about 3 miles, so 1.5 miles out, 1.5 miles back along the canal at sort of 6:30 mile pace, something like that. Nothing too fast, nothing too slow, maybe 6:20, see how I feel. I might struggle, so I'm just going to do that and then jog back. I'm not going to take the camera because it's just too hard to run that far with the camera with that sort of effort. So I'm going to stash the camera somewhere around here, and I'll see you when I get back.
Winter rain falls, I'm more than due, but I'm not crying like the garden leaves. You've been on my mind for a minute, but now no more. You've been on my mind for a minute, but now.
Okay, that's the tempo run done. I went out about 6:05 mile pace, and I got halfway and I thought it's just too fast, so I had to stop for a few minutes just to sort of recover a bit. And I've been recording it on Relive, so I wanted to sort of keep the time okay, so I stopped it. And when I went to go back, I pressed resume, and I put it in my pocket as I started running, and I must have pressed pause again because I got back to here and I was going to round it up to 5k just to sort of see what the time would be. And I looked at my phone and it had stopped, so I've only got the first half of it recorded, which is really annoying. Although I pressed resume, and then what it did was it sort of drew a line to here again, so on the map it shows me going out and in a straight line back. But it was really annoying. But I was running about 6:05 pace. On the way back I felt like I was pushing just as hard, if not harder, so I was probably running 6 to 6:10 mile pace, so that's not too bad, with probably a 4-minute break in between, 3-4 minute break in between. So that's okay. I didn't feel great, my stomach feels weird, and my legs were heavy, and the ground is very uneven, so that doesn't help. But it's done now anyway, so that's that. I'm going to jog back and get back to work. So I found a track that might be suitable for my mile time trial. So the plan is, if I can, this weekend to try and go and test it out and do a session there and see what it's like. So hopefully I'll see you there. So, it's Friday the 23rd of October, I'm working from home today, let's get some circuits done.
Fly away to the sky, shining bright like a sunshine, dreaming high like the stars, dancing through without flying. And everything is such a meaning, every cloud has silver lining.
Okay, that's the circuits done. That felt really hard. Oh, that was 35 minutes, 3 sets. Good session, James, cheers. That was quite tough. I really struggled. The sit-ups I was really struggling on. It's only a 20-second effort, but it's only a 10-second recovery, and it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. So it's hot in here as well. Okay, that's that session done for today. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm gonna try and do one more session this weekend, so hopefully see you there. Good morning. I am on a disused track in Bristol. I've never been here before, and I was told that you could just come and train. So this is the place that I plan to do the mile time trial, hopefully. It's going to see how the day goes. So I've warmed up. It's got 2 more strides to do. Plan today was going to be to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but this track's really slippery. So I'm just going to plan to do 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to have a minute recovery for each 100 meters I run. So the 500 hour 5-minute recovery, 400 hour 4-minute recovery. See how that goes. Stomach's feeling a bit dodgy still. I'm not going to push it for anything today. Both of my calves are sore today. This is more of a taper session.
Call me up in the middle of the night, nowhere else to go. And I'm tired of all the promises you make. I know that you know that I give up my time to be with you. And I know that this love will fade, 'cause you say you'll do things you never do. And I know that you'll never change.
Okay, well that took me by surprise. So that was 124, which I didn't expect. I thought I went off relaxed, but it was quite fast. I went through 200 in about 32, 33, and 400 in about 66, which really took me by surprise. And it's 124.7 is what I got on my watch. The thing I found as well is that this bit's actually starting to dry out now, but the back straight, some of the bend, is really slippery. So I gotta be careful on that. Okay, next one in a few seconds.
To try to justify, but I think it's a little too late. And I've tried so hard to make it all okay, but there's only so much I can take. And I give up my time to be with you. And I know that this love will fade, 'cause you say you'll do things you never do. And I know that you'll never change. Oh.
That was 76 I won. Felt hard. I've got a lot of lactic acid from the 500, so it's good. I didn't feel quite so economical that time. I went for 233, so I kept it even, but no faster than the 400 meter split from the last rep, so still consistent.
Love will fade, 'cause you say you'll do things you never do. I know that you'll never change.
Okay, that was 48. Felt quite hard. Definitely don't feel light and bouncy or fluid. I feel like I'm sort of straining a little bit to get to the end. But it's a lot faster than race pace, so I don't really need to worry about that. If I can lock into race pace, at least for the first 400 to 800 meters, it should feel quite comfortable, in theory. Comfortable. A mile never feels comfortable. From the first 100 meters to the end, if it hurts. And 800 is even worse. I went through the first 200 in about 31, high 31, something like that. I flicked to 32 just after. Very slippery. I would say, if I was wearing spikes, that would have been a high 46, low 47. And those other reps would have been 1 to 2 seconds faster as well. I mean, the difference in speed and grip. As soon as I hit a slippery bit, it's almost like going backwards. I slip immediately and lose my rhythm, lose my traction, lose my momentum. But pleased with that. So if I come here, well, in fact, I am going to wear spikes when I do the time trial, so regardless of where I do it, unless I do it on the road, if I can go to a track. So 200 to go now. I'm going to try and knock out a 30-31 if I can. After that, if I feel good, what I might try and do is run a 200 meter rep and try and lock in the 5-minute mile pace. So let's see how this goes, and then we'll give it a go. I'm going to take you with me on this one. 31 dead. I started off pretty slowly and I was quite slow at stopping the watch at the end, so if I wasn't carrying the GoPro, definitely would have gotten to 31. It's really hard to run faster. I carry it in my left hand and I can only move my right arm, which really slows you down. Because I got 30-second speed in me on tired legs as well. The session today isn't particularly hard, but it was quite fast, quite gusty as well today. It's a bit breezy. There's lots of trees all around the track, which is great, but actually even with the trees it's still quite windy. Alright, let's go and jog. Okay, that was weird. So I just did the 200 meter pace test. The aim was to run for about 37, and I went off. I thought, let's just hold it back a little bit because, you know, I'd rather just go a bit too slow and get a feel for that. And that was a 35, and it didn't feel. It's really frustrating actually, because clearly that's way too quick, and I'm not going to be able to run that fast. But it felt really smooth. So that 35 would be my 1500 meter race pace, which when I was fit would have felt smooth, but it shouldn't feel smooth now. So that's a bit annoying. Don't know if I should try another one or just do a 100 meter sprint, because that's what I was going to do anyway. And the track now, it's reasonably dry now. The sun's been out for a while and it's dried this bit up. It's still a bit wet, a bit patchy, but one of these lanes is quite dry and I could use that. Let's do another 200. Let's try and hit 37. I'm gonna have to go even slower again. I'd rather go too slow this time and just see if I can feel for what's in between. Let's try it one more time.
This thing nobody can touch. So let's keep it going, baby. You've got me going crazy. Let's slow down and get it right. Ain't nothing wrong with spending time. If we play our cards right, we'll be having the time of our lives.
Okay, I got that as 36.2. 36 is still too quick, but it's a second slower, so it's a bit closer. So I just need to, when I do it, I just need to sort of relax, keep nice and relaxed. I want to try and run the first 409 meters in 75. That's the goal. I'm happy that I've got a bit closer on that 200 meter sort of pace judgment thing. I'm just going to do a 100 sort of hard effort, see how my legs are, and then cool down.
Good things come to those who wait. Baby, you're all I need. You're my everything.
Okay, that was terrible. I did a roll-in start, and I was trying to drive my arms and knees, but I was basically running upwards and not really moving forwards. So I ran like 14 seconds, which is really slow for a 100 meter effort. Let's try that again. This time I'll try and lean forward a bit more, but the problem is there's no grip, so I can't push off. If I had spikes on, I could do it. Let's just try and run a 13 something.
Just have the time of our lives. 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 We'll just have the time of our lives.
Okay, that was better. 13.6 on my watch. Small rolling start, although I didn't start sprinting until I crossed the line. And stopped it more or less on the line, maybe slightly after. But it is slippery, and I got trainers on, and it's windy, headwind, no spikes. It's excuses, but still very slow. My 200 meter PB is really slow. It's only 26 dead. And that's slower than that, and I can't even run half of it at that pace. Shows I need to work on my speed. Hopefully next year I can work on my speed, which should be good. Okay, that's the session done. That felt okay today actually. Glad I wore leggings. I thought it was going to be quite cold, but it's really sunny. And I mean, there's a few clouds, but the sun's out most of the time. The breeze is quite fresh, but I'm quite warm. Happy with the speed I've got. Just hope that I can translate that into speed endurance next week, and hopefully I can do it next week and on here. The plan is, if I can, to come here, do the time trial. My friend Becky, who joined me on the first session, will hopefully be here, and she can kind of help finish it off, and she's going to bring her bike and cycle around with me and hopefully act as a bit of a pacer if she can get the right pace. And she's got herself a GoPro as well, so what I'm going to try and do is mount the GoPro to the back of the bike, get her to hold this one with the gimbal and try and film me as she's cycling, and then have like another camera that's sort of on the finish line or something like that, just here, as like a track cam sort of thing, so I can get sort of 3 different angles. And I'm just going to I'm thinking just record the whole thing, and basically I'll show the whole thing on the vlog. Yeah, I'm getting quite nervous about this because it's only a week away, and yeah, I was quite nervous about this session today. So anyway, that's the session done. I'm going to cool down and stretch now. For the next week, I'm just going to be jogging, doing some strides, stretching, maybe a bit of core. No more circuits this week because I'm still aching from that. And so the next time you see me will probably be next week when I do the 5-minute time trial, and hopefully get into 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you again. Bye.